Good evening, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Try this. I'm gonna get my screen over. There we go. Hey, welcome. I am back. And we are live. This is the Confident Autistic live stream. This is the first one I've done in a while. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Woo, now the lights on. Okay, I feel great. Thank you for joining me tonight. We have a lot going on, so let me get where I need to get to on my screens and be able to see what's going on here. Okay, so I think I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm almost positive. Okay. Anyway, we are here. We are live and we are back. I haven't been here in a while, so pretty excited about being here. I'm going to check something here. Hold on one second. Okay, audio is working. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Anyway, we are back. We are live. This is wonderful. It is great to see all of you. If you have something to say, put it into the chat. And let's get started this evening. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 ways to celebrate Autism Acceptance Month because it is Autism Acceptance Month. So, are you ready for Autism Acceptance Month? Welcome to the Confident Autistic Live. I am the Confident Autistic, a late diagnosed autistic adult, but you can call me Chris. And I am so glad to be back with you today on World Autism Awareness Day. Did you know that? I bet you did. You're smart people. While we're getting started here, feel free to drop in the chat where you're watching from and what do you like most about April? What I like most about, share that in the chats, in the comments, so we can get to know one another. But what I like most about April, well, I'll tell you, I like the warmer weather because I live in a part of the country, Southwest Missouri, where it gets cold during the winter. Not all the fond of tornadoes, but I do like the warmer weather, which, you have that cold front and warm front colliding, you get tornadoes. Our peak tornado month where I live is in May, but that's a story for another day. But I like the warmer weather. I like the start of the baseball season, and that this month is Autism Acceptance Month. I bet you saw that one coming, didn't you? Yeah. And that is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Autism Acceptance Month, because it is something that matters deeply to our entire community. So let me see what's going on over here. And I'm trying to figure this out. This has just been a weird day for me. Just been weird. Okay, there we are. Now I know what's going on. Okay, yeah, super. So let's get into this. So, uh, Autism Acceptance Month, because that is something that matters deeply to our entire community, not just our community of people who are on the spectrum like you and me, but the entire community, our society. It should be important to everybody. But before we get into that, allow me to take a few minutes to explain my absence for the past 4 months. Yes, I've been gone for 4 months. If you were with me on my last live stream, which is on December 4th, you knew that my wife of 22 years passed away, and she and I had been together for almost 26 years when she passed away. She fought bravely against stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, but the fight ended the day before Thanksgiving, November 26, 2025. And the last 4 months have been very challenging for me. I had a lot of administrative stuff to do to get life insurance straightened out, pensions moved over to me, finances worked out, etc. And did a lot of grieving. And in a future video or future episode on the channel or somewhere in my universe of the Confident Autistic, I may open up and share what that's like because losing someone that you love can be very challenging for anyone, and even more so if you are on the spectrum and you have trouble with alexithymia. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, where you have trouble identifying your emotions and you obviously have trouble regulating your emotions. It's a real uphill battle. So I've been gone for 4 months, but I am back. I'm committed to doing this every Thursday night through the middle of December, because December 24th is the Thursday night, Christmas Eve. We're not going to do one. And New Year's Eve, I'm not sure about that one yet, but I'm committed to do this every Thursday night. Um, hopefully through the end of the year, at least through the end of September. And we might change in October, but we'll see what happens there. But I did not abandon you guys. I know it looked that way, but I am back and I'm here to stay. So don't forget. So thank you for allowing me to share that with you. And I want you to know something very important. Sometime during tonight's live stream, I will be making a big announcement. So please don't go anywhere. Now let's get into tonight's topic about Autism Acceptance Month. And did you know that Autism Acceptance Month started as Awareness Month in April of 1970? It did. It certainly did. That's where the start of it was. Can you believe it's 56 years? That's a pretty long time. It was established by the Autism Society to promote awareness and education, later gaining national recognition in 1988. It originated as National Autistic Children's Week to educate the public during a time of high misunderstanding about autism. Now, the founder of this event, you know, what it's become today, but I mean, it was founded by a psychologist and researcher, Dr. Bernard Rimland. He played a key role in the inception of autism awareness, what we call now Autism Acceptance Month. Now, in 1988, April 1988, President Ronald Reagan officially recognized the month and declared a presidential proclamation that April would be Autism. I think at that time they called it Awareness Month, but now we call it Acceptance Month. Now, the evolution of this is pretty interesting. While it was initially focused on, this month was initially focused on awareness, many organizations, including the Autism Society, have shifted towards using Autism Acceptance Month to promote inclusion and acceptance. Now, World Autism Awareness Day, which is today, was designated by the UN April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day, and they did that in 2007, and it's first observed in 2008. So I'm doing the math here pretty quickly. This is the 19th year we have World Autism Awareness Day, so it's a pretty big thing. But simply put, today we call it Autism Acceptance Month instead of Autism Awareness Month, because awareness says, I see you, but acceptance says, I value you. And it's time for the neurotypical world to value all of us who are autistic. So tonight, I'm going to give you 10 plus meaningful ways to observe, celebrate, and or promote Autism Acceptance Month. So buckle up. Let's get ready to do this. And before I get into this list, I want to tell you that whether you suspect you're on the spectrum, self-identify as autistic, or navigating a late diagnosis of autism, or someone who loves and supports an autistic adult, this list is for you. Now, before we jump in the list, I want to say this. There is no right way to celebrate, observe, celebrate, or promote this month. You don't have to be loud. Let me say it again. You do not have to be loud. You do not have to be visible. You do not have to do anything that feels overwhelming. You and only you get to celebrate in a way that feels safe, authentic, and aligned with who you are. Now, before we get into the list, let me take a quick peek over here and see what's going on in the chat. So let me just bounce away from here for a second. And, well, great to be back. I'm going to try to pronounce this. Imagination lives, probably lives. Okay. Hi, also good to see you back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back, Peekaboo. I missed all of you guys. I really have. Uh, So yeah, you guys are chatting with one another. Thank you for welcoming me back. I really have missed you guys, and it's been kind of a struggle to get me to come back to this. Not because I didn't want to, but this is the first time I'm doing a live stream, and my wife is not in the next room watching it on her phone. So it's kind of a rough night for me. So that's what's going on with me. It just made it kind of hard tonight for me to do. But let's get into the list, okay? The first thing that you can do to observe, celebrate, promote Autism or Acceptance Month is to learn about autism from autistic voices, like, I don't know, mine. Don't just learn about autism from textbooks and not just from professionals, although we can learn a lot from professionals. Listen to lived experiences, podcasts, YouTube videos, blogs, and real stories. Now, speaking of podcasts, here's the big announcement I promised you earlier. Now, let me get everything set up the way I need to on my screens here because that's an important thing to do. There we go. Get this up here. I'm going to share a big announcement with you. I know I keep despairing. This virtual background and I are struggling. So just give me a second here. Let me get this thing over to share. They move buttons on me on this on Zoom, and is this there it is. Share. Okay, and I think I did something wrong last time. I want to make sure we have sound on this, so give me a second. They move stuff on me. Okay. We want there. We want, you can now, okay, and share sound. There it is. They moved it. Okay, here we go. What if being autistic wasn't something to fix, but something to embrace? Hi, I'm the Confident Autistic, a late diagnosed autistic adult, but you can call me Chris. The Confident Autistic podcast is for adults who suspect they're on the spectrum, self-identify as autistic, or are navigating a late diagnosis of autism. Each week, we connect with autistic voices, advocates, and other experts to discover practical resources, life hacks, and more to help us live confidently autistic. Because to live confidently autistic means showing up every day in a neurotypical world unapologetically as our authentic autistic selves. So subscribe to the Confident Autistic podcast through your favorite podcast player platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts, or through the Confident Autistic TV on YouTube. And join me in saying, yes, we can live confidently autistic. Now, the first episode of the new podcast is scheduled to drop on April 29th, and I am looking for guests or ideas for topics. So if you have something you think would be a good topic or someone who would be a great guest, let me know. Put it in the chat, or you can just send it to me in email, chris@theconfidentautistic.com, which is another thing that's changed since I disappeared 4 months ago. I have a new email address, and it is chris@theconfidentautistic.com. So I invite you to subscribe to that. Episodes will be uploaded here right to this YouTube channel, The Confident Autistic TV, which another thing that's happened, we rebranded the channel slightly by adding the letters TV after The Confident Autistic. So that's another fun little thing that's been going on here. Now, the second thing we can do, which kind of ties into the first, is support autistic creators. Again, like, oh, I don't know, me. Follow autistic creators, engage with their content, share their work. Representation matters. The more that we share the work of other autistic creators, the more, I mean, selfishly, the audience grows for us. We like that because then we can monetize it and we can live in mansions. Well, maybe not mansions, but we get some extra spending money or run a business with it, whatever we are comfortable with. But supporting the autistic creators also makes autism more visible for everyone, not just within our community, but to the neurotypicals, and hopefully can lead to better understanding and inclusion. Now, the third thing that we can do is set or reinforce boundaries. This is a big one. Acceptance starts with self-acceptance. We got to accept who we are ourselves. We got to first accept that we're on the spectrum, and boundaries are a part of that acceptance. You got to know what your limits are, what your boundaries are. Like for me, I understand that too much noise it's horrible for me. It disorientates me, it upsets me, yada yada yada. So we we have all those things. I have all those challenges, so I know that. So I set boundaries. I know that there's a certain amount of time I can be out in public, and there are other parts of the day I need to be back here just by myself. And I know I can't have the TV on 24 hours a day, which my wife loved doing that. It helped to distract her from the cancer. And I do miss my wife. I do not miss the TV being on 24 hours a day. But that's a personal observation. We don't need to go into that. But I know what my boundaries are, and I set them with people, and I set them with myself. So I don't get overstimulated or overwhelmed. And I just see here in the chat from Imagination Lives, I agree. I try to support autistic creators. They are a great resource. Well, thank you. Thank you. I always thought I was a resource. Okay, so that was number 3. That was, setting boundaries, which we all need to, not just with others, but with ourselves. Like I know, like I mentioned, I know I can't handle a lot of noise. So I got to set limits of how much time I have noise on and how much time I have silent time and try to keep that balance. Now, the fourth thing we can do is we can unmask. And unmasking means that you don't have to drop that. When I say unmasking, I mean you do not have to drop the mask completely, but maybe just ease it back in safe spaces. This could be the month you want to unmask, you're a little bit afraid. This could be the month to say, I'm going to challenge myself to start unmasking at home, around my family, around close friends, and just take baby steps. No one's making you take it off completely immediately. Do it at your own pace. That's another way we can observe, celebrate, and promote Autism Acceptance Month, to do some unmasking. I try to do that every single day. I do. I don't get out that much, partially because of my choice. I'm not really that great in public. It causes me anxiety, so I don't get out that much. But the point is, I try to unmask. I try to be myself. I take my needle ball with me wherever I go. I play with it. I always have my Bluetooth headphones on. I don't mind if people give me dirty looks. I don't care. If they ask, I don't mind explaining it, which we'll talk about more in a moment. But yeah, just do something this month. It doesn't have to be big, to do a little bit unmasking. Maybe a little bit more each day, whatever you're comfortable with. Number 5, educate someone in your life. This means you can educate a friend or coworker, a family member. Help them understand autism beyond stereotypes. Now, of course, you want to do it in a safe way where you feel comfortable and you feel that this is going to be a benefit for you. Uh, so you don't need to make a big announcement and get a giant billboard up over I-70 and say, guess what? I'm on the autism spectrum and all of that. Just do it in a safe way. You can explain things. I shared this story before a while back. My wife and I were at LensCrafters, and I don't get paid for saying that. And we were working with somebody there about glasses, and she was trying to make eye contact with me, and I don't like eye contact. It really makes me uncomfortable. And she was getting kind of frustrated. And my wife and I took that opportunity to explain to her that I'm on the autism spectrum and eye contact makes me very uncomfortable. So, I found that opportunity, and they're there. Maybe not every single minute of your life, but they're out there if you look for them. The opportunity to tell people that you're on the spectrum and what it's like to be on the spectrum. Now, the thing I would like to caution you about, maybe not caution, but remind you, is something I've said to people before, and I believe this myself. You are, you explain something to someone, right? You are not responsible for how they react to what you said. You're only responsible in how you share something with someone. Okay? Their reaction is not your control, nor is it reflection on you. Their reaction, if it's a negative reaction, it's a reflection on them. If it's a positive reaction, it's a reflection on them. So feel comfortable, educate someone, but if you get pushback, you know what? That's on them. Okay, that's just on them. Don't worry about it because that's there and that's telling you their character. And that could be a green flag. This is somebody I want to be around, or red flag saying, this may be someone I want to put distance between myself and them, if at all possible. Now, number six, the sixth thing we could try to do this month is to create or lean into routines. For many of us, routines is regulation. So give yourself permission to honor what your brain needs. This is a big one for me, okay? This personally, and I'll talk about this a little bit more later, but this is one, and I'm going to ask you which one of these you guys are going to want to do this month. This one I'm going to work on this month. I've have I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping, partially because of the grieving process, and partially I have really poor sleep habits. And then when I wake up late, I feel really anxious, and my whole day is kind of misregulated. My goal this month is to create a routine that works for me, and I plan to share that journey in upcoming videos, in my newsletter, blog posts, etc. So be on the lookout for that. And you can check all of that out at my website, theconfidentautistic.com. Number seven, this is important. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you would a friend. You are not too much, and you are not broken. You are you. We are unique individuals that deserve to be respected and treated with respect and accepted for who we are. The other day, we had some people here at the house, and we had the vents in our HVAC thoroughly cleaned. They ran hoses in there, noise sucking up. It was loud, okay? And many people running through the house, which I don't like a lot of people in my house. I don't. And I thought, oh, why can't I handle this? Why is this so upsetting to me? Well, I know why it is. Because noise is one of my challenges as a person on the spectrum. And I said to myself, stop measuring yourself by the standards of the neurotypical person because you're neurodiverse. You're measuring yourself with the wrong um, yardstick, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that analogy, but I was measuring myself wrong. I was using the standards of a neurotypical person, which I'm not. I'm neurodiverse. So I got to use the standards of being a neurodiverse person. And that moment, I showed myself compassion that it was okay for me to be irritated by all the noise and all the people in the house and want them to tell them pack it up and get out. But I didn't. I was good. But yeah, so I showed compassion at that moment. Number eight, the eighth thing you can do, and you may be doing this right now, is engage with the autistic community. If you're commenting in the live chat or you're watching this later and you're commenting in this video, you are engaging with the autistic community. And this does not only have to be online, you can engage with the autistic community, of course, online like you are now. You can do it through forums or even just commenting on comment sections. You can also engage by getting involved in actual in-person activities or events. So find a way to engage with the autistic community. When we get involved in the community, we find a place we feel that we belong, we fit in, and we're accepted. And it helps us accept who we are and live confidently autistic because we know who we are and we're proud of that. And we know that people that accept us and love us for who we are and how we live life. Now, the ninth thing on our list is is celebrate your strengths. Whatever your strengths are, what it could be your focus, your honesty, your creativity, that is, your unique way of seeing the world. Celebrate it. All right? One of the things I like to celebrate about myself is I'm extremely honest. My wife used to describe to people to me to other people as Chris does not have a filter. You ask him a question, he's going to give you an honest answer. Okay. And we've had a few people who learned that the hard way. That they asked me a question, I was completely honest with them, they were upset. But then we reminded them, you told me to be honest. Yeah, but not that honest. I am a very honest person. So whatever your strengths are, celebrate them. You got to be the biggest cheerleader for yourself. That just popped in my mind. I wanted to share that. And the 10th thing is you can share your story if you're ready. I'm not pushing you. I'm just saying if you're ready to share your story of living on the spectrum, go ahead, share it. Find a safe spot to share it. Because your story of what you're going through and have been through has power to help others. Even if you share it with just one person, that will count. Now, one of the things that we have here on my channel, the Confident Autistic TV, is a playlist called One Autistic Story. And these are videos that we've done in previous years that people who shared their story about being on the autism spectrum. And I'm putting into the chat right now a link to that video, to that playlist. So you check that out on your time whenever you want to. And let me just take a peek here and see what's going on in the chat here. Correct, Chris. Okay, I agree. Try to support autistic creators. They are a great resource. Yes, we are. I remember the lens crafter story. One of my return audience people. Thank you. Yes. Good. That means you're paying attention. That's what it means. Okay. Stop measuring yourself to neurotypical standards. Great advice. Yeah, I think it's great advice too. But then again, I'm kind of biased because I'm the one that came up with that advice. Right? Okay. Let's see. People saying hi to each other. I have the TV on all the time. I sleep with it on. Now, some people, it actually helps them. It helps them regulate. For me, it's distracting. What helps me sleep is an autism music playlist that I have on Spotify that helps me go to sleep, or white noise, or thunderstorm, something like that helps me sleep better, but not the TV. I often like to leave TV on in the background. Yeah, it can kind of make you feel less alone if you're alone a lot of times. It can help you feel a little bit like other people around you so you don't feel so isolated. I've done that in my life. That's not a bad idea. Thank you for the link. You're very welcome. Now, at this point in the video, in the live stream, um, while I'm going to share a few additional ways to observe, celebrate, and or promote Autism Awareness Month. Now, while I'm doing that, feel free to put into the chat a way that you might or have observed, celebrated, or promoted Autism Awareness Month in the past, so that you plan to do this year. So I'm going to share 3 more, and let's see if we can come up with any other ideas that I'm not even sharing in this list. It's a community project here, so feel free to drop into the chat what way you have or plan to celebrate this amazing month. And while you're doing that, I'm going to share a few bonus ones. And this is number 11. Advocate at your level of comfort. Now, this could be a conversation. It could be a post or just correcting a misconception. Whatever it takes to advocate, you can do that. It's no problem. You can actually say to somebody, could you turn down that radio? It's distracting me or noisy. Or, if somebody invites you out for dinner at a noisy restaurant, I tell my friends, if we're going to go out to a noisy restaurant, I tell them I have autism. I tell them that I get overwhelmed for noise, and they can help me by engaging me in a conversation because it does not get rid of all the noise. But if I can focus in on one voice, that helps me through the disorientating sound of a very busy restaurant. And I know that really helps because my wife used to do that with me. And I know that really helped because last month I went to IHOP. Again, I don't get paid for saying the name. Uh, and decided to go there on many locations. The show with Miracle Network Pancake Day, a National Pancake Day. It wasn't here. It was for a food bank or something. I can't remember. Anyway, I went there by myself. This is the first time I went out to eat in public by myself. And I realized, A, how much my wife really helped me in public by talking to me. And by me looking at her, and that kept me distracted and focused, not on the background noise. And B, that I was not ready to go out in public by myself. So, but I'm working on that. But that is something I realized. And I'm glad that over the years I've advocated that if I'm going to go somewhere with friends, I let them know and I ask them to help me. And that's my way of advocating. Number 12, we can rest without guilt. Seriously, rest is productive, especially in a world that wasn't designed for our nervous system. Take a cat nap. Not while you're driving a car, okay? Stay awake while you're driving. But when you can, take a little nap, power naps. Back in the 80s, we called them power naps. And they're great. And we need to do that time to recharge our batteries. No shame in it. In fact, I heard something on the radio today, didn't pay full attention to it, so I can't tell you all the facts. But apparently, taking short naps during the day when you can, for those of us who can, actually have many health benefits for it. So, yes, take a nap, a rest when you need to. You know, I will go and run some errands. If I have to go in town, I try to go in town once a week. And when I get back, I allow myself to rest before I do anything else because of the fact I know I need that downtime to re-regulate myself, get out of all that noise I was in, calm environment before I dive into my next project. And the 13th item I'd like to share with you that can help you observe, celebrate, or promote Autism Awareness Month is do something that brings you joy, fully and unapologetically. That can be your special interest. I like buses, okay? I love buses. I'm collecting them. I'm thinking about getting this. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen the videos of it on YouTube, where you can build a bus company. I think it's on Xbox. I don't know, and you build it. You plan out the routes, all of that stuff. I love buses, and so yeah. Engage in your special interests. Share your special interests. Dive into your special interests. You can dive into your comfort show. You can binge watch something again and again. Lately, I've been binge watching the TV show ER. That was a show from the 90s, early 2000s. And been doing that. One is one of my favorite shows. And two, it allows me to connect to my wife because she and I used to watch that every Thursday night. When we were dating, we watched it over the phone. And once we got married, we watched it together in our home. So, yeah, I'm binge watching ER. I've done it before and I'm going to do it again. Discover what your happy place is and go there. Since my wife has passed away, I am in the middle of downsizing this house. I may have mentioned it in other videos. My wife can thrive in clutter. I cannot. So far, and this is no joke, okay? I'm not even done. I've had 4 large pickup trucks full of stuff taken to donation centers and probably a dozen big garbage cans full of stuff I've thrown out, and I'm still have a lot more to do. But where I'm going with this story is this: I am recreating this house that I live in to be my happy place, to nurture my autism, to make it sensory friendly. To blue is my favorite color. I have blue everywhere, and you know make that environment where it's soothing and it helps me self-regulate. So that's something I'm doing, and you can do the same uh, for the Autism Awareness Month. So let's see what's going on in chat here. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on in chat. I love this. Okay. It's great to have a safe person with you when you go out. It sounds like Kimberly was a great safe person for you. Oh yeah, I do not know what I did to deserve Kimberly in my life. I really don't know because I have been a mess in my life. But I don't know where you're on your faith journey. I'm not trying to preach to you, but I thank God every single day, practically, for putting Kim into my life. I really do. I do appreciate her. And yeah, she was a safe person. She was my biggest ally. She was my biggest champion. She always rooted for me. And she was wonderful. So yes, you're right. She was my safe person. In fact, just her presence when I was anxious or something, just her presence in the room, she not to say anything, helped me self-regulate. I feel anytime I identify myself as an autistic, I'm advocating because there's always an opportunity to educate and bust myths. I am more thoughtful about who I identify to now. That's great. Yes, that is so true. When you do identify that you're autistic, hey, that is advocating for yourself, and it shows autism pride. It is. I go out in public. I don't have it on today. I have a different shirt on today that has my business logo on it. But when I go out in public, I wear a T-shirt that says Autism Awareness, Autism Acceptance. I'm neurodiverse, autism, a different way of seeing things, and they're all blue. I love blue, and blue is like the color for autism. So this month, with the exception of this video, but I've been wearing, and even earlier today I did too. I've been wearing Autism Pride t-shirts, and that's a way we could celebrate and observe and promote Autism Awareness Month. Get some autism swag. Let's see. Number 12. I call my trans transition time. Oh, transition time. That's a great way of referring to that. Transition time. I like that term. I do. I build transition time in between appointments. I actually try to only have one appointment a day. Very good. It brings us something I did when Kim and I were dating and first got married. We would go at holidays. We would go and spend time at her parents' house, then come back to her apartment for about an hour or two before we went to my parents' house. And that was my transition time for me to decompress, kind of self regulate, and get back into the swing of things. So, yes, that is a great thing. Transition times are super. I love that idea. Clutter is your enemy. Yeah, mine too. Okay. You know what I should have done before I started this downsizing? I should have taken a picture of how cluttered this office is, how cluttered my bedroom is, how cluttered the house itself is, and did a before and after to share with you guys. I wish I had done that, but I did. I can't get the stuff back. They're in garbage dumps now and have been donated. So yeah, and that was a big thing for me and Kim. I'm getting off topic here, but hey, it's my live stream, so I'm going to. We were very big about giving back and helping other people. So whatever that was there, clothing, whatever that was Kim's that I don't need anymore because I'm not going to wear a dress. We have donated to help other people, and that was always a very big thing to us to be givers because we believe in helping other people, and we feel that's the most important thing we can do in life. So that was our mission in life. Um, yes, it is wonderful to have a very a safe person in your life. I love safe people. I haven't been on the channel for a while. I don't mean to be invasive, but I want you to know I care about you and your wife. She supported you, uh, and you supported her. That is so true, Peekaboo. You did get to know us kind of well. I don't think she ever was on camera here. we talked a lot. She would bring, sometimes if I forgot my needle ball, she would bring it into me or some water. But yeah, we really supported one. We I hate saying this, okay, because it sounds arrogant, but it's a truthful statement, so I guess I can say it because I've heard this from other people. We had a marriage that people actually envied. Okay, I don't want to say that to be arrogant or anything because that's not cool to be kind of that arrogant, but we really did. People admired our marriage and envied us. And I was very fortunate to have her in my life. And for those that are on the spectrum and wondering, can I really fall in love and have a healthy, happy relationship? If you find the right person, it's possible. I mean, don't be afraid. I mean, it can happen. It happened for me. I did not think that was. I screwed up a lot of things in my life. I've gotten fired from jobs. I gotten expelled from, well, I don't call it expelled. I was asked to seek education elsewhere from about 3 or 4 different schools in my life. I've lost jobs. I have done things that totally destroyed friendships. I don't know how I did a great marriage, but I did. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So it can be done. Don't give up on that, okay? My place is so cluttered. Yeah. Well, that could be your goal for April. Declutter it. So now I'm gonna let me get over to this because now let's see. Let's do a little personal reflection time here, okay? For me, aware Autism Acceptance Month isn't about proving anything. It's about coming home to myself. It's about saying, I don't need to be fixed because we don't. My cat actually said that same thing to me when I took him to the vet, but he still got fixed. I just need to be understood. And that understanding starts with each and every one of us. We have to understand ourselves. We do. And it doesn't matter if other people do or do not understand us. We need to understand ourselves, and then we can help others understand us. And if they don't want to understand us, like I mentioned earlier, that's not a reflection on us, that's a reflection on them. Take that, keep that in mind. Now, here's my challenge to you. I'm going to pop up on the screen here since I'm finding the right button here. There we go. No, we're not. This is it. That's it. That is it. It is? Okay, there we go. I'm going to pop up the screen here. I got to find the share. They keep moving stuff for me. I haven't learned all this stuff yet. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to pop up the screen the 13 items that we went through tonight. Okay. Number one, learn about autism. And chat, put the number or numbers that you plan to do this month to observe or celebrate Autism Awareness Month. Learn about autism. That's number one from Autistic Voices. Number two, support autistic creators. Number three, set or reinforce boundaries. Number four, unmask just a little more than usual. Number five, educate someone in your life. Number six, create or learn or lean into a routine or learn a routine. Either way. Number seven, practice self-compassion. Number eight, engage with the autistic community. Number nine, celebrate your strengths. Number 10, share your story if you're ready. Number 11, advocate at your comfort level. Number 12, rest without feeling guilty about resting. And number 13 of the Baker's Dozen, do something that brings you joy fully and unapologetically. Now, I told you mine on this list would be, going to get numbers here, um, especially that routine, number 6, that is a high priority for me, okay? Let's see. I'm going to also do number 2, going to support autistic creators. I should. If I want this to support me, I should support them, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to do number 2. I'm going to do number 6. And I'm going to continue doing number 7. And I'm going to get more involved in the autistic community. Number 8. So 2, 6, 7, 8. I'll probably do some 10 and 13. I'm going to do 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 13. So what ones are you going to do? Let's put those numbers in the chat. Let's see if there's anything in here. Imagination Lives is going to be doing number 13. Do something that brings you joy fully and unapologetically. As long as it's legal, hey, go for it, okay? That's all I'm asking you. That is truly how all I'm asking you. Let's see. Tried so hard to explain. I over-explained. Not only did he not listen, he mocked me. I'm sorry to hear that. I do tend to over-explain at times. I do that too. I don't know why, but I do. I do that. Okay. Let's see. And let's see. I'm sorry to hear that you are better off now. Okay. I guess it's in response to somebody else. Okay. I just took a picture of the list. I will look at it later. Awesome. And this video, even though it's live, will be up for you guys to watch whenever you want to watch it. Okay. So don't worry about that. You'll be doing all of them. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Okay. Super. So here's my challenge to you, which we've done. Pick one or two things on the list. Not all of them, just one or two. But if you want to do all, hey, go for it. Okay. Be that overachiever. Yeah, I know you can be. And then share that in the chat, which we've done, and or promote autism acceptance this month and this year. And of course, do them. Don't just make the list, let's do them. And I'll keep you updated this month on these live streams on how I'm doing on these ones I'm doing 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 13. I gotta write that down. Okay. Now, because we want to do these because acceptance isn't just a concept, it's something we practice. Because we got to accept ourselves. I know the world tells us at times we're wrong, we're too loud, we're too this, we're too that, we're not enough this, we need to try harder. Don't listen to them. Accept yourself for where you are, okay? Now, if this episode resonates with you, this live stream resonates with you, and before we disconnect, if you have any questions, put them in chat, and I'll try to answer them before we sign off here. Join me next week, and let me see if I get the screen up here. There we go. Okay, join me next week. I'm still sharing. Okay, there we go. That's right, I am. Where we're going to be talking about things people say to autistic adults and what they get wrong. Or you can think of it as, you don't look autistic. Let's talk about it. Where we will dive into what people might say, how it makes us feel, and how we can respond to these comments. So we're going to do stuff next week to talk about stopping the ableism we hear from the neurotypical people. Sometimes accidental, sometimes intentional. So if you are wanting to make sure you don't miss this, in the lower right hand corner of the screen, the little circular thing with my face in it, I believe. And you can click on that. That takes you to the subscribe button. And when you subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell so you'll be notified when we go live next week, which will be next Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central Time. So let me go and get out of this. And let's go and check the chat, see if there's anything in here. And then we'll wrap it up for the night. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Nice to meet you. Oh, good. People are meeting each other. That is awesome. I wish I could hype this video. So, oh, you can. You know, you just there'll be a link to it. Do I have that link down? I should have that link down. Yes, I do. Hold on one second. I'm going to get that link and I'm going to put it into the chat. And then you can take this link and you can share this on Facebook. I call it Twitter because X makes it sound like it's a adult website. Okay. And I don't want to do that. I do not care for that. Okay. Let me get down here. Share. Copy. Okay. Here we are. Here's the link for this video. And you can take that link and you can put that on social media. You can put that in emails, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. I think you could do. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of social media. I'll be honest with you, but you may be able to put it on Instagram wherever you want to share it. You can. I don't care. But yeah, you can share this and promote this video. I would greatly appreciate that. And before we started tonight, it appears that we have 346 subscribers to the channel. I'd like to thank everybody who took the time to subscribe to the channel, even though for the last 4 months I've not created much of any content. So I really do appreciate you all doing that. So thank you so very much for that. But I'm back. We're going to be doing content. It's going to be a great experience here. It's going to be a great time. And we're going to have a great April Autism Awareness, Acceptance Month. You know, it takes a while to break bad habits or old habits, doesn't it? Okay. So, with that in mind, if there are no questions, because last call for questions, uh, I, that's interesting. Can you hype the video within YouTube? Yeah, I mean, if you want to post on your channel that you watched this video, uh, um, and all, hey, go for it. You got the link, you know? And remember, look for the share button underneath this video, so you can do that as well. Okay. Thank you for going on. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for welcoming me back and being a part of this tonight. You guys have made this easier for me. I'll be honest, it's been a little bit of a challenge because this is the first one I've done without my wife watching in the other room. I know I keep disappearing. I know. I've got to look down here and it's like, shit. That's the share. Yes, it is the share. So, uh, thank you so very much for being a part and being here tonight for me. I really do appreciate it. And I wish you all a very happy Autism Awareness Month. Don't forget to join me live next week where we um, deal with some of the ableism that we have to face, in the video or the live stream that's going to be entitled Things People Say to Autistic Adults and What They Get Wrong. Or I may entitle it You Don't Look Autistic. Let's talk about it. So that'll be next Thursday night. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets about this video, okay? Get Fido to watch it. He may like it. The cat will probably be bored, but the dog may be interested. Who knows? But do share and tell your friends about the channel. I do truly appreciate it. Every subscriber, every one of you means a lot to me, and I truly do appreciate that you guys subscribe to this channel. So until next time, this is the Confident Autistic saying yes, we can live confidently autistic.